Hello everybody, my name is Bogdan and this is the first episode of Transport Fever 2, a new series on the channel that I hope will last for a long time. If you don't know, Transport Fever 2 is a transport simulator, as the name suggests, where your goal is to make money. You have a business of transport, and the idea behind it is that you take people and goods from place A to place B and make money out of it. And this is what we are doing now. It's a very pretty game in my opinion. And I would like to, I'm having a lot of fun playing it in my free time, which is not a lot of free time. And I thought, you know what? Why not, if I have so much fun with it, why not record it and put it on YouTube as well? Let's be greedy with that. So we're gonna start our game. We need to select a starting point. And looking at it, we have a lot of towns. We're playing on the largest map with everything set on highest. So a lot of towns, a lot of industries, a lot of autosaves as well, just to make sure that nothing crashes or goes wrong, or if it does, that we have a save in place. And we are going to start here in the lovely town of Greenheath. Greenheath. It's gonna be Greenheath. And the idea behind it is that you could start anywhere. But what I want to do is put some story behind it. So we're a young entrepreneur who is, I believe, a vampire, because I'll never die. This will carry on. We can see right now we're down here in the corner, bottom right. We are in 3rd of January 1850. This game goes for a long time. So we're gonna start in the town of Greenheath. We were born here. It's a small town. At this point is actually a village, just 54 residents. And if I'm not mistaken, we're the smallest town around. I mean, the other towns have 1 or 2 more residents, but we are technically the smallest. So let's start with this. Let's plan it around a bit, grow this as much as possible, make this the biggest town on the map with loads of connections, and just go from there. On this episode, we'll focus on a simple thing. Set up our main building, so our headquarters, and then connect, maybe put some transport along here, and make sure that goods are delivered to town. Now, as you can see, a good thing about Greenheath, where we were born, is that right next to it, it's a processing plant. Right, this is a food factory. We're just gonna call it a bakery, okay? And this bakery, it operates on grains, right? And we have a few fields around here. We have a few farms that we can take advantage of. So what we're gonna do, first of all, autosave, sip of tea to enjoy that. Second of all, let's have a look at Greenheath. Let's see. So the town is oriented like this. That's not bad. How are we with not cargo, not distant cargo? Actually, no. We want to see this. So this is residential towards the north. We have some industry area on the east side, and then commercial buildings on the south. Now, we will be a commercial enterprise, right? We have some industries, but we will not own. Like, I can't go and buy this. I can only supply. So let's go here and put our headquarters down. Right, we need to start somewhere, and what better place than our hometown? Let's turn us around a bit so I can make sure that I put this at a lovely angle. Let's flip this a bit more. Is that it? No, just a scooch. There. That's it. Headquarters placed. This is BC Way Transport. Alright, it doesn't look a lot like much now, but don't worry, we will upgrade this. Alright, the next thing we need to think about is some transport in here, because if we look at it, actually there's none. But you know what? I do believe that people do want to move from their homes to their work and shops, you know, like everybody else does. We'll hit play on the game so that time can pass by. And what we will do, I'm a big fan of trams in this game. I don't know why. It might be just me. Especially that if I look at it, trams, I think they pollute a bit more. I don't care. They're fun. They have a specific path that they can go on, and they follow it. So, where do we want to, with that in mind, where do we want to put our trams? I think a good place for Grinith, because it's such a small town, would be to just have one main line going like this, doing rounds constantly. So, what we will do for that is we will go on the roads and upgrade these to be tram line roads. So, there we go. Like so. Brilliant, I like that. This looks neat, see? You have the lines over there. And we will put some stops around here. So we'll say you'll have one here and one here. One here and one here. Now you can see that this covers quite a lot. Like I could put 2 stops and cover the whole town. But you know what? I don't like it like that. I want people to be able to just walk out and get to the tram stop or get to the bus stop in a relatively short time. So the next thing that we have now, we have the lines. It goes through here. This should be an end, like so. Ooh, what is this? Is this a... It is a Royal Mail post thing. So now what we'll do is we'll put a tram depot, right? Trams need to get out of somewhere. Let's turn that around and let's see, where do we want to place this? The end of the town doesn't seem like a bad idea. Keeping in mind this is commercial and this is commercial still. So I'm thinking, why not build a small street from here? Oh, not from there, because that's where the tram stop is. But from here, like so, and just put our tram stop on this side. Maybe like over here. Turn it a bit, make it parallel and pretty. And there it is. Okay. And let's put that. We'll need to upgrade them as well to tram. There. Very nice, very chic, very pretty. Okay, so let's do the line. So a new line, line number 1. It'll go from here to here to here and up. You will go on the other side and stop on the other bits. Brilliant, and we will call this Grinith. No game, I don't need tips. Thank you, I know how to use a bulldozer. I hope. Line 1. Brilliant. So we have a line, we have our stops, we need our trams. Horse-drawn streetcar. It's not called tram yet, it's a streetcar. Let's do that. Let's make sure it's a lovely red. And put the vehicle on the line. Let's have a look at it. Let's see, come on. This is pretty, look at it. Yeah. So this will do the rounds and hopefully we will have some transport. We can always check this layer and see if there anybody wanting to go around. At the moment, not really. So the next thing we need to do is set up our industry. So we have bread over here, we have farm over here. It already has a road that goes through this, through the town, and in here, but I don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it is because if I get all the carts and all the vehicles to go around, this will produce pollution and traffic. And I don't like either of them. Ooh, look at this. We already have a person. Where are you? Sir? There you are. Who are you? Callum Patel. Hi, Callum. Thank you very much for using our service. Ooh, there's another one over here. See, all you need to do is provide the service. People will come. Lovely. Okay, so back to focus. Let's see. I want to be able to build from this and take it here. So I think what I'll do is actually just build my own road. Let's go on streets. We will build a small road for now. We'll make it bendy. So let's get out of this. And let's see. How do we want to build this? It's fairly flat, isn't it? Let's check a bit of terrain. What is this? 20 meters, 19. So if I go like this, that should be fine. It's all about 20 meters. How about through here? Ooh, this goes down significantly. Okay, and all of this is on 4-meter band. Interesting. I love how you already have a pond there. That's very nice. Well, I don't think that'll be a problem, right? Because what will happen is carts will go from here. They'll be filled with goods. They'll take them here where they'll unload. And then from here, they'll just be empty coming back. So if there's a bit of a hill, that should not be a problem. So with that in mind, let's follow this. Let's see. Are we going in the right direction? Sort of, maybe just a bit like this. There it is. Okay, we'll do that. And then, let's see, can we just go straight on here? Ooh, we can. Is this going down or up? I think it's keeping it up, doesn't it? It is keeping it up a bit. Look at all of this. This is not brilliant. It costs us $500,000. Can we do something about this? What if we just take it through here? This is just 60,000, and that's fine. But now, will this be cheaper? Oh, heck yeah. A lot cheaper. Brilliant. But I'm not just gonna do that yet. What I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna delete that road just because I want this to go straight there. Why is it so much more expensive now? What the heck? The other way around? Okay, that's cheaper. Am I missing anything? This is 4 meters all the way through to here. But this is 3 meters. Well, you know what? 300,000, it's fine. We have a lot of money. We can afford it. It's cheaper than $500,000, or a bit cheaper than $500,000 that we had. Okay. So let's set it up. Where would we need the bread, though? Let's check this here. The bread will be needed in this area. So I am thinking, how about we put a stop for it over here? Can we get out of this? Will this cover it? This will, in fact, cover it fairly well. Does it show when it won't cover it? Not really, but I think for the expansion of it, this will be perfect. And what we'll do is we'll build another tiny street just over here. Okay, so there'll be a bus stop over there. It's not on the tram line, which is good. Now, let us do this. So, in order to take grains to make them bread, we need to have a truck station, right, where trucks can load and unload goods. Okay, so let's do exactly that. Tram track, no, we don't need it. We need it to be fairly high. So you can see, you might have as well noticed by now that it tells you when you can collect bits. Like over here, where is it? Over here, I'm still connected. And the goal that I have with this is that we will make this as close to each other as possible to shorten the length of the road, right? So that we can, there, one here, so that the distance is just really short, right? They can quickly come in and out. And over here, this would be a good place, wouldn't it? Yeah, fairly good place. Let's build it. It is a bit high, but that's fine. We can sort it out later. Okay, so now let's set up a line. So we'll go a new line. We'll go farm to farm. We'll not call it line 1. We'll call it Grinith cereal bread road. There you go. So we have one. Ooh, this is farm number 2. Which is farm number 1? Is this one? This one's number 1. Okay. But this is the first line. This covers that. Now, what we need to do is build a way of them getting from, obviously, let's delete this. Just like so. There. Going from here to here. And fairly straight and fairly fast as well. Because let's be honest, I don't want them to have to go all the way through here when they can just simply do a straight line. That's what we are going to build now. This will be a fairly big road. Let's actually upgrade this one, can we? Yeah, we'll upgrade this and this to be a big road. Same with you over here. Sure, what the heck? Why not? And then a straight line will come like so. Keep it flat, and then over here. Brilliant. Okay. So we have a way of connecting it. Is this connected by any chance? No. Can I make it so that it is connected? Maybe. Because what I can do is build, and I should have thought about this earlier, but what I can do is build a cargo hub on the other side. So after autosave, there you go. Cool. Okay, so now we'll have this going from here to here, and then we will have this going from the factory, from bread to Grinith on the road. So let's set up that as well. As you can see now, we're losing loads of money, and we'll continue to lose quite a bit of money. Well, let's go here to here, and we'll call you Grinith Bread Town by road. And you can see that this line goes from here to here and all the way back. Lovely. Okay. With that being sorted, we need to put vehicles on the road. So we've built everything. It took us a year to build all of this, which fair enough. It's fairly fast if you ask me. But now a road depot, this one. We need to put it somewhere. Now we could put it in here, sure, but that'll just cause traffic in the city. So I think it's best if we put it somewhere outside. Maybe somewhere over here, on this side. Boom. Brilliant. Okay. So now what we'll do is we will buy just coaches or carriages. You can see you have a stagecoach, which you can use to go from town A to town B or inside the town if you want to. But we want a horse-drawn carriages. The only thing that we have, we will buy 2 of them for now. Brilliant. We'll color one brightly yellow and we'll put them on the cereal to bread. And then we'll color the other one a brightly green and we'll put it to bread not bread to town. Let's update the name of that. It's not bread, it's bread with a D, not capital D though. There you go, bread to town. Brilliant, let's have a look. And they're on their way, look at them. Cool. Okay, now we are not making a lot of money. If we're looking at the charts, at finances, we're actually losing money. So now what we have to do is just make money. Easier than said than done. How is this line doing? You are almost filled. Ooh, look at them. Lovely and growing. I like that. That's what I want to see. Look at this. So right now, Grineth, how are you doing? Brilliant. You're on the upswing. Going up. You're going to have 61 residents by hopefully the end of this video. Sip of tea while that happens. Now, what we need to make sure is we have technically everything we need. We have a line from the farm to take cereal, go to the processing plant, which is just a bakery, and then a line to go from the bakery to the town. Cool. The problem is, if you click on it, right, you can see that it can produce, ship, and transport. Okay? And these are a few things that we can do. So production, production and shipment, they're fairly well linked together. Okay, so at the moment we are not producing anything because it takes, as you can see, 2 grain to make 1 bread, and there's 0 stored and 0 consumed. So the moment that this from over here will hit back here, we will have stored units and they'll start to make food. And then the moment this from here goes here, or it's picked up, shipment will start to go up and transport will start to go up. So now what we need to make sure is that if it can produce 100 and it needs 2 cereals to produce 100, we need to make sure that this is delivering 200, right? And you can see here that the farm can produce and ship 200. Cool. So is it? If you look at it, the rate on here is just 6. So every year, every calendar year, this route can ship 6 grains and most likely will produce just 3 bread. So what we need to do is we'll pin this over here. We'll go to manage vehicles and we'll just raise this a bit. Okay, so now it all of a sudden went to 12. Brilliant. But we need a bit more, because if you look at this here, they require 17. Okay, so you now start to do the math. Okay, so you have 17, you need at least 34. So what we need to make sure is over here, this one, that from 12 we duplicate it again, and this button will just clone all the vehicles. So now we should have 23. If we do this one more time, this is 35. So you're like, okay, cool. This is picking up. Over here, this one, it's only 9, so that's not too good. We need 17. So what we do here is we go and we duplicate this one. And now it should be 19. Jesus, that's a lot, right? So let's let them pass a bit. You can see how they just started going. They're really slow. They're just horse-drawn. So the top speed for them is 80 kilometers per hour apparently, which is not a lot. But let's let that run for a bit and make us money. But the other bit that we have to think about is we'll let this go there. But this can take up to 100. If we only ship half of it, it doesn't matter. It'll just not upgrade, right? You see these levels over here, they'll just not upgrade. So what we'll also do is on the line from cereal to bread, we'll need to make sure that we're producing 100 over here, because they'll buy it. If nobody buys their stuff or nobody transports their stuff, that's too bad. It's just nobody picking that up. But they will buy up to 100. So bread to cereal to bread. Let's manage this, bring this up. And we need to duplicate these so that we have here the rate being 200. which is not that hard. We just duplicate this again. 140. And we need to make sure that we don't duplicate that many now. Let's see. How much is this? 175. Okay. If we just put 5 on there, is that enough? 204. Just a bit over, but it's better to be just slightly over than slightly under. Okay. No. Brilliant. So, how are you doing, buddy? You are having some passengers. Is it enough for me to give you another bus? I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Because if you remember in the beginning, there you go, we had nobody traveling through here. Everybody was like, well, what's the point? But now that we have this, everybody's like, oh yeah, no, it's really good. And you can see that the majority of the things, if not everything on here, is just dominated by us. There's no private transport whatsoever. Which is how I like to have it. Brilliant. And you, buddy? Any goods? Oh yeah, look at this. We already have one. Autosave, sip of tea. So are you gonna pick it up? Yep, you picked up 1 bread. That's good. Now, why are you waiting here? Did we say anything to you? No, we just said to just go pick it up, and if not, just go home. Go home, buddy. Because this is nothing. You can see that it already started producing some. These over here, this is our fleet. They'll keep coming, right? At this point on this line, on the serial line, we have... Is it 37? No, I think it's a bit less. I think it's 35 vehicles. So over here, you'll have a fleet of 35 vehicles just going in and out, constantly traveling. And the reason why I didn't let them go through the city like this is because, let's have a look at this, emissions. So this is not only just like poop from the horses, which will happen, but is the noise from the horses as well. Like, you can hear that. Just see, it's fairly loud. We don't want that. They don't want that. So what we're doing now is we're just ensuring that emissions are kept as low as possible for the residential area. Like, here, industry, they don't give a crap about it. Commercial, they don't care about it. You can have as high of an emission as you want. They don't care. But residentials, you know, it's you're trying to work from home. It's not nice if you're having, you know, people just constantly making sounds and noises. So how are we doing? We're still growing towards that 61 population, but the moment this will start to hit, we'll start to see an increase. Now, the next thing that we need to think about is you can see that there's 2 icons over our hometown. You have red over here and you have bricks. So we need to have a look and see, is there any source of bricks or construction materials around us? And I have seen a couple. There you go. This one over here. Right? And we need to think about how are we going to bring from here to here? Like, how are we going to bring the materials? And one way I thought about it would be, what if we have a train? Right? What if we get a train, take it from here, goes like this, and it stops, say, over here, and then we connect this like so. Right? That could be an idea. That could be a really good idea. But for now, let's just see. Ah, there you go. We've delivered 1 bread. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. But we need to deliver more. 19 is not enough. How are you doing? You're picking up. Hold on. Let's just wait until all of them will just, you know, get what they need. Because at the moment, look at the queue. They're still going. They'll reach this point and they'll go all round and round and round and round. Okay, so look, these are stored over here. Are you going to pick them up? Yes, you haven't picked anything up so far. You have 0 bread. No, wait, that's the wrong one. You have 0 bread, but that's because you've delivered it. Yes. Let's get a sip of tea. How are you doing? 237. Oh. Okay, so this is another thing that you need to keep an eye out. Okay? Because this has been going for a while, right? And it got into the idea of I'm going, I'm picking up, I'm going, I'm picking up. Now you can see that the rate when we started it was just barely over 200. Now it's over 200. So what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna send some of them back to the depot. You're gonna go back and we'll keep an eye on this. Yeah, you go back as well. And we'll send you back. Okay? Just because now this is 216, we'll send another one back just for the fun of it. Let's see, 210. I think I'm good with that. I need them to be slightly over, but I don't want them to be massively over. Because you can see then it causes this problem. And I don't want to have a bottleneck. We will most likely end up with a bottleneck. And we will most likely end up with us building maybe a road through here and just building constant depots like this. Because I found that it might cost me more, but it's more efficient to have multiple ones like these in line than to just have one big one. Because I don't know how to manage one big one. That's the problem. Okay, let's have a look at our finances at the moment. So these are our lines. All of them are making us money. The biggest money earner is this, 100k a year. Thank you. And then we have our tram line over here, which I genuinely think we might need to put another one just to keep up or just to drive up demand. And let's do that now. Let's manage vehicle, let's duplicate you. Tram number 2. Look at that. Pretty. How are you doing with food? You're giving us 6 out of 24. Now you can see that that already spiked. It should be 24. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put another vehicle, and I shouldn't have bought that because we have plenty of them over here. I need to remember that next time. But this is it. We've set it up. We've started on our lovely town of Greenite. We were born here. Oh, look at that. Growing up, it wasn't the biggest town. It wasn't the nicest town. But we have a mind to change that. We have a mind to put Greenith on the map and to actually have Greenith to be bigger than Padiham over here, 228. That will be a goal for us. But at the moment, look at that, we're bigger than Penzance with 72 population. That's good. So we'll leave this episode here. We will leave it with, let's leave it with a tram ride. And again, thank you very much for coming over. I've been Bogdan. You've been amazing. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. It keeps the internet alive. Bye.